America, I don't have an awful lot of guests on my program, mainly because, well, a lot of people won't come on, but the other reason is I hate people who won't shoot straight. Everybody who is on my program today are friends of mine I've known for a long time, and they're friends because they'll just tell you like it is. Joel Rosenberg is the author of many, many books, but this one is latest, The 12th the Mom and Inside the Revolution. Joel, how are you?
Good to see you.
Expert on the Middle East, and I want you to take me through. We're not going to have time. I'm going to have you back next week for the 12th Imam, but take me back now through a caliphate and why Egypt is so important to take.
Well, your show this week, on Tuesday, I think it was, certainly was absolutely right. The big picture is they want to take over the whole world, certainly the whole Islamic world, in an Islamic caliphate, a kingdom. But right now, that's not the big picture goal they're looking for. They're looking to surround two places. The Iranian radicals and the Sunni radicals want two sites. They want Jerusalem, that's Israel, and they want Mecca and Medina, so that's, okay, three, in Saudi. Because this is the mother lode. These are the jewels in the crown. 32 years ago this week, the Ayatollah Khomeini flew into Tehran International Airport to take over the Islamic revolution that he was leading in Iran. And he said, yeah, great, we got Iran, but that's not what we want. We want an Islamic revolution to rebuild the caliphate. Now, this is Persian, ethnically, and Shia, spiritually. Egypt is the epicenter of Arab thought and intellectualism ethnically, and Sunni Islam spiritually. These are the twin towers. One went down 32 years ago. The other is in danger of toppling by radicalism right now. And if they get both, it's not just important because they're the two biggest countries in the region. They've got both sides of Israel. They've got both sides of the Saudi Peninsula.
Okay, here's what and look, Joel, you know the first time we ever met, we called you because I was standing in a newsroom at the other network. And I was standing around a bunch of journalists, and Ahmadinejad ended his speech, this is years ago, and he said, "Oh Allah, give me the strength to hasten the return of the promised one." And everybody got up and walked away, and I'm like, wait, who's the promised one? And nobody knew. They dismiss it. And there is something that, as we're looking just at Egypt, if Egypt goes down, you're going to lose. Yemen already is almost completely lost, right?
Sudan is a radical regime,
Sudan,
just split, but you got the north.
Yeah, Sudan is
jihadist genocide
is gone.
There.
This is Muammar Gaddafi, and they're saying that there are problems. There's already people in marchers and demonstrations there.
Well,
Tunisia,
Gaddafi's bad enough. You don't need him to go. But
Tunisia, Algeria has rioters there. Syria, Turkey is being lost,
moving to the Iranian sphere and away from us.
Okay. Jordan has rioters in the streets. That's in danger. Iran is already gone. You're seeing the squeeze here.
Yeah.
Pakistan is already gone. The squeeze here on us, the squeeze here on us, and the squeeze on Saudi Arabia, which, tell me I'm wrong. Please tell me I'm wrong. I think if this all happens, they drag these kings and sheiks out.
Saudi's easier to get than Israel. Because the Saudi government is corrupt and it's a weak government. Israel is the strongest military power in the region. And by the way, as an evangelical, it has the God of the Bible on its side, so that's a good thing. But
how do we? We'll get to this in a minute. I can't imagine how, if that is happening all around, and especially if you lose Saudi Arabia, which I hope to God we don't, but if you lose Saudi Arabia, I can't believe I just said that.
What's interesting, in the last 7 years, you had the leftists in our country saying, Iraq, why would you want Iraq? You can't make a democracy there. Right now, it's the bastion of stability in all this. And remember who was the leading radical force in Iraq? The insurgency was the Mahdi army, right? These were fighting for the Mahdi, the 12th Imam, but they lost. Currently, it's a reasonably stable democracy, and that's good, and the Iranians had to back off.
Next week, will you come back next week?
Sure.
Next week, the Mahdi on this program. Okay, one more stop, and it's, what does this mean to you economically? Economically, what does this mean? Why is that important, and what can you do? Next.